Hi everyone, this is Tammy coming from Worth It, and Priceless, and today I want to talk about faith without works. If you've seen the scripture before the video, that's basically what we'll be talking about. But what happened today, I just came from church a couple hours ago, and in the process of being prayed over, prophesied over, it was told to me that scripture, basically, faith without works is dead. And if you've seen the post before this one, it was basically about controlling your mind. And what I have been doing lately, especially as the days and everything is winding down for me to give birth, all this other stuff, I'm really trying to figure out, where is my life headed? Where am I going? All this other stuff, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't want to work in retail for the rest of my life, and it's just basically, I don't want to do the whole retail thing for the rest of my life. And I have been given encouragement, and a friend of mine has also told me about, I need to get back in front of the camera, all the other stuff. But for me, I wasn't going for where God wanted me to go. I was basically figuring out, or trying to figure out, what I wanted to do. It wasn't about God, it was about me and all this other stuff. So then that's when I started thinking, okay, I'm going to finish my cosmetology license and all this other stuff. But even with me, I took a tour of the school and all this other stuff, but it felt like I just wasn't doing God's will for my life. I've always, I have had encouragement about doing Worth It, and Priceless, the videos, all of this. And basically, people have been pouring into me and saying that this is where I belong, this is where I should be, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, but I didn't have the faith always to, kind of go for this. You think with motivational videos, for the most part, they are what they are. Not saying anything bad about them, but then you see people doing the hair videos, and you see them doing the makeup and all that, and you're like, oh, well, you think of instant fame or whatever. So anyway, but in all the encouragement that I give you guys, I have to start basically coming outside of just doing this and basically walking by faith. I have a lot of faith, as you can see, the videos. But also, the one thing about the videos is, guess what? They're in the house. And as I've said in videos before, and I said on posts before, that most of the time people don't really, they don't really even know that I even talk, for the most part. So at the end of the day, I'm still being hidden, even though I'm on social media, this, that, and the third. I'm not actually walking by the faith that I preach, or the faith that I talk to you guys. And that's where, I believe, I'm not a preacher, but I can only tell you about what I'm going through with that whole scripture in mind. That, I can speak to you all day and let you're worthy, worth it, and priceless, and you're broken but you're not destroyed, and this, that, and the third. But I have to walk in that life, and and going forward. And even just to give you a bit of encouragement too, you can't just think about what other people think or whatever, or what someone else is going to say. You have to actually put your blinders on at that moment, and you got to go by what God has told you to do. Now, as you know, and I've always, for the most part, when I've prophesied or prayed over, I've always come to you and I've told you those things. But it's also the point, when that prayer is over, or when this video is over, what are you going to do to go forward in your life? And I have to start saying that for myself. I can't keep telling you, well, you can, all those that little good stuff or whatever, and then not actually live what I'm preaching or what I'm saying to you. And it just comes down to the point that all of us It's time out for playing games. It's time out for being shy or being in the background. And it's time out for stop writing basically your ideas in a notebook and not going forward with these ideas. And you're getting the encouragement from your friends, but you're not going forward with them. What is the point? It comes up to the point now that we can't play anymore. As you can see, everything seems like it's going wrong, and all the crimes, the killings, this has been going on from the beginning of time. But now it just seems like it's just more coming out into the forefront. But as and now as people say, it's the last days or whatever. But what is stopping you? Now is the time for you to actually walk by that faith that you talk about, and that you preach about, or that you giving other people encouragement about. And now you have to use that on yourself. Use that faith on yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to do what I have to do. No more just writing in the notebooks. Let's put all of that information, everything that we put in those notebooks, let's put it into work. Let's work on what God has put into our hearts. Let's go forward with our lives. Let's do what's necessary for our lives to actually get to the next level. It comes up to a time like I said, you just can't play anymore. It's not a game, not a joke or whatever. But if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? So until next time, continue to live a worthy, worth it, and priceless life. And let's go forward with our dreams. Let's, like I said, there's no more excuses. Put it that way. No more excuses. We're going forward. Let's do it. See you later. Bye.